Welcome. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Ann, how are you?
Good. We're the Z Sisters, and this is the Z Sisters Pickleball channel. You got that right, pickleball. So Carrie and I are a long time, since the mid 80s, USPTA elite tennis professionals. We're now also certified as pickleball professionals. Can you explain what the USPTA is, Carrie?
Absolutely. The USPTA is the United States Professional Tennis Association. We are the world's largest certified organization of tennis professionals. And now, just not tennis, we're understanding that racket sports are certainly part of our tennis world. So we've offered a brand new certification in order to become and teach level 1 pickleball.
Great. And what does USPTA stand for?
United States Professional Tennis Association, and that's it. And that's elevating the level of our teaching tennis professionals.
And about how many members are there worldwide?
Worldwide, about 15,000. So we are growing. We're strong. This is the leading organization, and we take care of our education. We have insurance. This is just a wonderful place for a tennis professional to land. And there's so many different opportunities to go. And this is where we're going. We're going with pickleball.
Great. And how many different divisions are there in the USPTA by geographical regions?
We have 17 different divisions all throughout the United States, and we are both members of the Northern California division. And as president of the Northern California division, it's a wonderful opportunity for me to meet different pros and then be able to put out how important it is to keep us at a high level of education. And that's really one of my things that I'm really working for, is to elevate, like I said before, elevate our the level of teaching professionals. So that's what Northern California is doing, along with the other divisions, for sure.
Great. And what is your title as far as the pickleball part of things?
Well, this is where I am a coach developer. I'm the lead coach developer for Northern California, and I am able to now, we went through certification process. All 17 divisions went through, they nominated one person to become the head pickleball developer, and that was me. And we all went through a 2-day certification process in order to pass on the high level of the pickleball certification.
And so we've had a couple of different certifications that I was a part of as a member to get certified. And then now I'm also working alongside of you as your assistant.
Right, that's really fun. So yes, you went through the first certification that Northern California offered, and then I submitted your name, and now you are my assistant. So that way we can certify up to 16 pros in one certification. So it's a group effort. It's so much fun. We go through hitting, we go through all of the strokes, and then at the very end, what we do is we teach each other the lessons. So the pros that are going through the certification are now the students. And then the pros that are the applicants, as we call them, then they get to have a short lesson of any shot that they want to explain and to teach. And it's really fun to see different teaching styles. And so it's just a bigger community. It's neat.
So one of the things I wanted to really express is that if you are a USPTA tennis professional, are you interested in becoming certified for pickleball? And one of the ways to do that is to go to the USPTA.com national site and look at the calendar, because it'll have all the dates of when the certifications are. Exactly. And I know we have one upcoming in California.
We do. So what you would do is you would go onto the USPTA page, you would log in with your member number, and then under the certifications or the calendars, you would look under pickleball, like Aunt said. The next one we do have coming up is at our division conference, and that's at the Pleasanton Bay Club in Pleasanton, California. And we have up to 16 slots that are available. I would say sign up as soon as you can because they will fill. It does cost $229 to go through this certification, but again, it is.
What's the date on that before you jump ahead? We've got to get the date down.
The date is that is
April 29th?
April 29th. And
2:30
actually,
to-
the conference is April 29th and the 30th, and we are doing the certification on April 30th from 2:30 to 6:30 on Sunday.
Great. And if you are a USPTA tennis pro, there are some questions on, should I get pickleball certified? Is there a reason why you think this game is worth doing that?
Well, as you probably know, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. And personally, my students and my club recognize that there are pickleball people who want to play. And so if you want to get onto that pickleball train and not be left at the station, it's just again, it's a wonderful opportunity for your members, for your people who frequent your club facilities or your recreational area. They want to learn. They want to see what this new game's about, and why not offer them health and community in just a different way. It's just a different paddle. It's a different paddle or a racket. It's a different racket sport, and that's what we're also trying to embrace.
That's one of the things that I had to learn quickly, is that it's not a racket. And we have a video on the Z Sisters Pickleball channel, racket paddle. You'll make that mistake many, many times, I'm sure, in
Absolutely.
your pickleball career, but it's hard to switch gears and remember which is which. It has no strings, let's put it that way.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I'm going to quote something from the USPTA CEO, John Embry. He says, "It's time for the USPTA to take control of pickleball certification. Modeled after our successful tennis testing protocols, each division will have a head pickleball tester, that's you, who will work with the other USPTA pickleball testers in their respective divisions to certify USPTA professionals for this growing activity." So while it is one of those fastest growing games, it's just bringing so much excitement to the sport world, because people are learning a new activity that they had never played before. And frankly, when you are a tennis player, the learning curve is a little bit quicker. There are some mistakes that will be made, but you're pretty darn good when you start out, if you want to be.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things that you need to do to be qualified to take this test, the prerequisites for certifying?
I would highly suggest that you play anywhere from 5 to 10 times just to see what it looks like, what it feels like. If you have your own paddle, good for you. If you don't worry about it. We'll have one at the certification, but it is a good idea to have your own paddle. So those are really the two requirements.
I think you'd want to have a little bit of a knowledge on scoring, because that can be confusing. And we do answer a lot of questions when we're offering the certification as well, so we can clear up some of the misconceptions about stepping into the non-volley zone or the order of serving and all that kind of stuff, which is a little different. And you should be an active and member of the USPTA in good standing as well.
Yes, and as John Embry says, this certification is not for anybody. It's only for USPTA pros. So when you do step onto that court, we do expect that you already know how to teach. You already know how to coach. You know how to explain things in a short verbal or nonverbal manner. So we're not coaching you how to coach. You already know that because you are certified USPTA. What this is about is simply explaining the new game of pickleball and passing that on.
And it's just been, catching wildfire everywhere. It's really a fun family game as well, as tennis can be as also. Let's see, what else can you, is there a written exam besides the on-court certification part?
Absolutely. So after we're on the court for about, we're about anywhere from 3 to 4 hours on court, explaining the process. Then there is a written exam, and if you do listen carefully, all of the questions in the written exam are within our explanations. And we might give you a little bit of wink, say, you know what, listen up here, because this possibly might be on the written. It's common knowledge. You can certainly, we do send you some links to be able to study for this written exam, but you need to have a 70% or better percentage on your answers, and then you are certified. Absolutely.
Great, great. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one coming up in Pleasanton. And then after that, it's a good idea to check the calendar, the
Absolutely.
USPTA national site calendar, or even check with your local division. If you're
Right.
not in Northern California like we are, they should have dates that are upcoming also.
And then if you think your facility or your club or your facility wants to host one, that would be fabulous. That would be again, a 4-hour window that we would need anywhere from 1 to 3 pickleball courts. And it would be easy to get your pros and your coaches certified because they don't have to travel. So absolutely, get in touch with me, get in touch with Ann, and then you could host it, and it's an easy commute.
Again, for the USPTA professionals only at this point. This
Mhm.
is what the certification is under our organization, which is great as far as education and so forth. And I'm really glad to see that they're embracing pickleball and not making it the dark side,
No,
which I
no, yeah.
probably thought of that. The most difficult part and challenging for me was getting used to the sound of
Mhm.
the um, wooden paddle, not a string, hitting the hard plastic ball, but I've
Mhm.
gotten over it.
Yeah, it's minor detail. The fun, I mean, then, the fun and the laughter that this sport brings is is wonderful. So we really look forward to embracing this new sport, this new racket sport, and going forward, and just having, like I said before, having our club and our facility members enjoy themselves, enjoy their families, be fit, laughter, and it is after all, it's for the fun of it. So why not?
Well, I tell you, from having done a handful of certifications with you, Carrie,
Mhm.
meeting the other pros that are outside of our area in a lot of cases, and some of our local ones too, has been such a pleasure to be on the court with not only the nice people that they are, but the people that have skills. And so you ask them to do an overhead smash, and man, they can hit a pickleball overhead smash just
Mhm.
fine. The footwork's a little bit different. Most of the skills translate over, and it's just to see such a high quality of um, playing ability is just it's really really fun from my end of things too, to see how people have embraced it. And some of them haven't played a lot of pickleball, but they're definitely going to be, because it's growing like you said.
Mhm. But absolutely. And when we're on the court with these other pros, I learn so much from them because it's how they coach. And yes, we have parameters. Yes, we have certain skills that we want to pass on, and within that skill set. But how other coaches coach is, gosh, it's not mine anymore. It's somebody else's way, and that's where I really learn, and I take away other people's little nuggets that they know how to put towards their students, and that's where I can learn, and that in a way I'm learning from them. So I thoroughly enjoy, like you, and I enjoy just the process of meeting new pros, for sure.
So the goal of a pro getting certified under USPTA for pickleball is that they're planning on teaching
Hmm.
and have either taught already, but want to have that more initials behind their name in pickleball,
Right.
w-
Absolutely.
with the
Yeah.
with the solid association that USPTA is. No, I
Hmm.
completely agree. That's why I wanted to jump on to be near the beginning of things, and I think the USPTA has taken the right approach to this and not overlook. We don't want people going to golf
Yeah.
after they may decide tennis is a little bit harder,
Right.
like we did in the late 70s and 80s. stick around, because pickleball is at the tennis clubs, it's at the local parks, and I think we can be together. Tennis and pickleball can be side by side.
Oh, yes, absolutely, for sure.
Well, thanks for taking the time, and we look forward to more videos, and we'll see you on the certification court.
All right. See you on the pickleball court. Thanks, Ann.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.